Hello everybody, welcome to Stoveside Chats. My name is Chad Blackwelder. Joining me today is Chef Tiesha Whittaker, chef and owner of Buttermilk Boutique in Clayton, and she's also been recently crowned the 2021 North Carolina Restaurant and Lodging Association Pastry Chef of the Year. Ty, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Chad.
You bet. Also, she's one of the Got to Be in C culinary ambassadors. So again, thank you for your service on that crew. Tell us what we're making today.
So today we're doing an Italian Zabaione, just a little bit different. Instead of having our wine, we're going to be adding a peach cider that's local here. We're also going to make it with duck eggs for a little bit of added richness.
Very cool.
We've got some orange mint for garnish, and then we've got some local fresh berries and fruits.
And traditionally this custard is served warm, or oftentimes it's served warm, I guess, right?
Sometimes it's served warm.
Yeah.
I think it's better served chilled, which is why we're going to be cooling it down. So
especially today.
Especially
it's very
today.
hot today.
Super hot.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get started then.
All right.
And let me know what I can do to help you, okay?
Okay. So if you want to grab the sugar, I'll give you the scale. And if you just want to measure out 100 grams, which is half a cup. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and crack our duck eggs. Okay. Which are probably almost double the size of your regular large chicken egg. So I'm going to crack those and we're going to separate the yolk from the whites.
All right, how much cider do you think we need here?
We need a cup and a half, which is 12 ounces. And the nice thing about this scale is you can also measure in ounces.
Oh, very cool.
So just press unit.
So we tasted this cider earlier, and it's really good. It has a little bit of tartness on the finish, but it is pretty sweet. So will you cut back on your sugar a little bit for the recipe?
And I have, yes, I have already, but
Gotcha.
Traditionally, it's made with like a muscadine wine, so the sweetness from that cider won't really affect it because it's traditionally made with a sweeter wine. But you can use anything. I've used champagne before. You can use your favorite Chardonnay, whatever you like, whatever liquid that you want to put in there, which is what I love about recipes like Zabaiones and creme brulees. You can really, they're really versatile.
Yeah, you can kind of use it as a base, but switch up the ingredients on. 6 large yolks.
Yep, 6 large yolks.
And we won't be using these whites for this, but save your whites. You can do a lot of cool stuff with them. We're kind of cooking semi-outdoors today. We've got the doors open because it's so hot, so
yes,
the breeze is knocking stuff around a little bit, but that's okay.
All right, so before we put our custard over our double boiler, we're going to go ahead and add our sugar. We're going to add our egg yolks. And we're going to whisk those first until they're nice, light, and fluffy. So it shouldn't take very long, 2 minutes.
And that's pretty normal when you're doing this method with the yolk and the sugars. You really want to beat a lot of air into it and kind of get that pale
yellow.
And a lot of times you'll hear the term where you want ribbons to form, and Ty will show you that in a second. When it gets to a certain viscosity and you pull the whisk out of it, it'll almost have like a wide band, almost like a ribbon or a
velvety,
piece of paper.
yeah,
very
exactly.
velvety, yeah. So we got some really good fruit today. Ty and I walked the market earlier. We've got some great peaches here, some O. Henry peaches, some really ripe figs. Some of these are enormous, and obviously blueberries and blackberries. So that's all going to come together really nicely, I think. So Ty, while we're whisking this up, tell us a little bit about Buttermilk Boutique and what you guys do there.
So Buttermilk Boutique for now is a home-based bakery. I like to, there you go.
Awesome.
I like to say where Southern meets modern technique. So I am classically trained, but I do pull a lot from my Southern roots from my grandmother. Both my grandmothers and great-grandmothers on both my mother and father's side were avid bakers for church and for the community. So we did a lot of peach cobblers, a lot of pecan pies, a lot of buttermilk pies, which is what started the business. My grandmother, her name is Angel. She was famous for her buttermilk pies.
Oh, cool.
And before she died, we were going to start a pie business.
Oh, wow.
I love pie, but it is not my strongest suit.
Yeah.
So I do make buttermilk pies, but I like to take a lot of her flavors and put it in to some more modern technique like French macaroons. I do
Okay, yeah.
banana pudding French macaroons. I do red velvet creme brulees, things like that.
Very cool.
I do peach cobblers shaped like peaches. So just really trying to take it up a notch,
Yeah, absolutely.
but still honoring her and you know, our original plan.
Yeah. Now, were you able to get the recipe for her buttermilk pie, or did you develop that on your own?
No, you know it. It's grandma.
Yeah. Very
It's
good.
grandma. All right, guys. So we got like our nice pale yellow,
So you can see kind of the ribbons forming when it falls off the whisk.
and this is really good. It's like getting our Zabaione started, making sure that those eggs and that sugar are really well incorporated. So when it hits that heat, it has a less chance of curdling.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense.
So now we're ready for our peach cider.
All right.
So go ahead, stream it in there. I'll whisk it in.
It's going to have a great color to it.
I think so. And a really great taste. That peach is really pronounced in there.
So this will make a pretty good amount just with this
Yeah,
small amount
definitely.
of ingredients that we have.
So this will probably be in about 8.
Yeah. The idea behind this is once Kai takes it over to the stove
I'm just gonna
and the steam
I'm
starts
gonna add a
to,
tad of vanilla.
okay, the steam starts to heat up the bowl and starts to cook the eggs as she's whisking, that's going to create volume as well. So this will almost double, I guess, right?
Yep, it'll definitely double in size. It'll get a lot thicker. And then it'll also thicken as we cool it down.
That's right.
All right.
All right, so we're going to take it to the stove.
Yeah. And so we're whisking. It's important to continuously whisk because those egg yolks will curdle because of that heat. So keep a continuous whisk on it.
Yeah, this is one of those things you don't want to walk away from, or you'll have scrambled eggs, very
Exactly.
sweet peach flavored scrambled eggs. So this is starting to kind of get some foaminess
Yes,
to
you
it.
can
and
see it's starting to get some volume to it already.
It really doesn't take that
I'll
long,
just
does it?
check. Nope. We got some good steam coming up there, so it won't be long. It takes anywhere from like 8 to 10 minutes to really get it good. So guys, we're there, but we're doubled in size. And just for my lovelies at home, I do it by the look, but
So if you're not used to, I mean,
we're at 156. So if you wanted to take it to 165, just to make sure your egg yolks are nice and cooked, then you can do that as well. Just remember to keep whisking. Don't stop whisking. We don't want them to curdle.
and this will have a little carryover time, a little carryover heat when
Exactly.
you take it off. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm gonna cut that heat off.
So yeah, Ty's been doing this for a while, so she's got the expert eye to. She doesn't need the thermometer, but for kind of a safety net at home, I would probably suggest, if you've never made it before, to use a thermometer so you don't get it too hot,
Definitely.
because this could go south on you.
All right. So we're gonna take it right over to our ice bath. Oh, it's good. It's got a little water in it.
Okay, is that good?
Yeah, that's great.
All right.
All right.
And I can keep whisking that if you want to.
Perfect.
If you want to jump on fruit control.
Yes, sir. All right, so we've got some fresh figs, blueberries, blackberries, and peaches. And what I like to do is keep it super simple. These guys are in season, so they taste great. If they were out of season and they got a little tart on you, you could add a little bit of sugar or powdered sugar to macerate the berries to add a little bit of extra sweetness. But these guys are great as they are
Good to
today.
go. So if they
go
weren't what you're looking for, and you were going to do a little maceration on them, like about a half hour before you made the dish, give or take, is that enough time to
Yeah,
soften them up?
I mean, not even that long, 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
That way they don't juice out too much.
Gotcha.
Okay, and they still keep their form
Yeah, because I guess that would water down the custard, wouldn't it?
just a little bit. Not that it would be bad, but if you're going for a presentation look. So if you needed to macerate those berries, I like to do powdered sugar because it doesn't have that granular taste in there.
Yeah.
Keeps it smooth. And then I like to strain them after so that get rid of some of that juice there.
Gotcha.
And I just like to cut these in half and quarters however small or big you might like them.
And those could not be more perfect right now.
Yeah, these are so good. And then we'll take a couple of blackberries, and then we'll cut a few in half. As you can see, those are super, super juicy already.
So I think this is,
You good?
yep, this cooled off.
Perfect. So we've got some fruits here. We can leave our blueberries as is. And then I'll just take a couple of these sprigs and have them ready.
Just want some of these little top.
Yeah, just some of these
pieces.
little top guys.
Orange mint, never had this before.
Never had this before, me either. And it smells almost like Fruity Pebbles a little bit.
It does. It's my
Yeah.
favorite cereal growing up.
I love that. All right, and I think we're good on those. All right, and then normally I would have a piping bag, but fear not. We've got a Ziploc bag, and we'll go ahead and fill it. And we'll show you how to kind of make a last-minute makeshift piping bag.
All right, you ready?
Go ahead, I'm ready.
Man, the consistency on that is so
That's perfect.
nice.
Nice, velvety, smooth.
All right.
All right, I like to get some of that air out of there. Just kind of press it down. Okay, and then just kind of get it to where it's comfortable in your hand. And then we just cut off a tip here. Make sure it doesn't squirt out.
There you go. Pastry bag.
There you go.
Now, could you take this mixture and fold like egg whites or like whipped cream into it and do like a parfait, like freeze it, do like a parfait out of it?
Definitely, you could definitely squeeze some, whisk in some fresh whipped cream. That'll give it a little bit more body.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
All right, so fruits.
yeah, we just got some of our fruits. And they'll probably kind of, they're gonna try and go, I'm gonna try and keep them from
Right.
sinking in.
I think no matter what, it's
It's
gonna
gonna
look
sink in.
awesome.
All right, so get some of our big fruit down.
I mean, this is a perfect way to end a summertime meal.
Some of our fig in there. There it goes, it's just going down. All right, and then get some of our mint in there.
That looks great.
And throw a couple of blueberries in there. And so I probably, because of how hot it is, it probably would have been a good idea to add some of that whipped cream in there, just to give it some body so our fruit doesn't disappear.
Right.
But it'll be just as good.
It's going to be in a safe place, though.
It is
It's
going to be in a
it's-
safe
it's-
place.
It's in a good place right now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Dig in.
I want to try it.
Do it.
Come on. Let's get in here. Can't wait to try that. The Zabaione has the peach cider and the duck eggs.
Oh yeah. The peach really comes out in the Zabaione. It's good. Not too sweet. The berries add just the right amount of sweetness.
Very reminiscent of peach ice cream at first.
Definitely.
Then it kind of,
Kind of like a
goes-
milkshake.
it is kind of like a milkshake. That's really, really fantastic. Ty, thank you so much for being here. I know
Thank
that
you
you're
guys for
super,
having
super
me.
busy these days. We appreciate you taking a few minutes out, making these. We'll have the recipe for you guys. Give this a shot. I know people can be kind of intimidated by custards, but don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
If you scramble a few eggs, you start over.
That's
not,
it.
not that big of a deal. So, Ty, thank you again. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you for having me. I appreciate
We'll see you
it.
guys on the next Stoveside Chats. Thank you so much.